What's up? Just setting up stream. Hello, hello, testing 1 2 3. How's the mic? Sounds good. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. So I am actually just going to, instead of doing all 50 characters, because those equal like 3-hour videos, I'm just going to try to condense it into 8 characters. And I'll try to do this every day until we hit all 50, and maybe by then the patch will be released. So we're going to go over Nova, Pepsi Man. Shout out to Bato for making that one. Then we'll do Tron. And we'll do Dormammu.
Ready to fight. Bone Wonderland.
So I hope you guys have been enjoying the mod so far.
Make this quick.
Obviously, I'm keep trying to update it still for you guys
Make this
to,
quick.
you know, make sure everything's fairly well balanced.
Ready?
So let's talk about what we got. So Nova was one of those characters that probably wasn't touched like at all in EX. So there were a couple things I actually really wanted to do with him. One of those was to try and make it so he wasn't so reliant on hard tags. Basically like needing Spencer to do a lot of damage. I know he can already do some pretty decent damage with the right assist, but I wanted to make his like solo abilities a little better. So one of the first things that I wanted to do is basically he's the only character in the game that has like a red life mechanic, which I think is really cool. But unfortunately it kind of drains a lot of your specials, you know, pretty much all of them that are good. Like this one is really good obviously, it's so big. But at the same time, you use it once and all your health is gone. So it's almost like hard tagging everything else, you know? So one thing I wanted to do is I want to make his taunt do something. So you notice his look at his health value, it actually builds every time you taunt. And there's a little meter by his hyperbar meter, which is like a little timer for how long his health will restore. So it only restores for as long as his taunt is active. It's pretty good. So like let's say you use like a shield, you can maybe taunt once or something and gain some health back. So probably not like 100% useful, but it's just an extra tool you might want to use. that's pretty cool.
Not even fair. Not even fair.
And it actually builds pretty fast too if you like spam it a lot, you know.
I'm like a whole Nova Core.
So I want to make it strong, but not like instant heal strong. And so another thing is the way his combos work, they're all pretty basic, which is fine. I mean, you want to have characters that are easy and stuff in the game, but one thing that I wanted to look at was how can we, that lags, how can we extend his damage out a little bit without breaking him? So what I did is I extended the hit stun on jumping heavy, but only in super jump height. So it allows you to actually get one more rep of the dolphin kickers, and then you can end it with HS. So let's say you do like a mid-screen combo. You know, you can extend it out a little bit more. You know, obviously you're gonna optimize it. You know, you can definitely like optimize it out. So. Otherwise, you could just do this, you know, and it always works. So I wanted to basically make it a little easier for you to do something with extended combos, and then still find a way to launch them, you know, into S. Sorry if the stream's lagging a little bit. Not really sure why that is. So it really just allows him to do one more rep of dolphin loops, and then you can end it into HS basically. So now you may not need Spencer on your team to eke out more damage, which I think is nice. So it opens up your, you know, opening up his combos opens up your synergy with other characters more, because now you can rely on different types of assists, not have to sacrifice as much.
Level 1.
So yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with this now. Obviously, besides that, so you can go into that kind of combo. So your damage is definitely getting improved there. Add in other types of assists. And so you also have to think too, a lot of Nova's hits come from like beam assists, so I think it's all relatively fair considering what a lot of other characters are getting. Though I'm still keeping an eye on it, so we'll see. Now his gravimetric pulse. I always thought this move as a level 1 and level 2 were kind of weak, so I allowed you to confirm off it a little better and maybe use it in combos. I know, like, you can use it in the corner. Like, I don't know how much more optimal it is to use one of these instead of just another kick. But the juggle is a little better, so you can actually link stuff from it now. So, kind of experimenting. Yeah, so you can definitely do something with it now. Let's see, I'll look into it a little bit more. But it should be useful in TAC combos. TAC combos are still in the game, but the infinite is getting removed. So giving a character a non-infinite TAC combo is always good. So that should help out a little bit there. I still haven't done a successful combo with this button, but it definitely exists. See? Because before, like, it would just drop instantly. It was kind of useless. So you guys should definitely experiment with it. I'm not trying to make it like super retarded, but yeah. So it does combo now, and if it is used on counter hit, it'll stagger, so you can actually combo from it. So let's say, for whatever reason, they counter hit with it. I guess it's a corner thing. Yeah. Maybe with an assist. Call it beam assist or something.
Level 1.
Okay, and so then level 2 is also improved. So we just drop the health down a little bit to get level 2. So level 2 does like an extended stagger, which you can definitely combo from pretty much any situation like that. Right. And I think the default version. No, never mind. So yeah, so basically the knockback was really far, like it's too far where you couldn't even do anything. Now you can actually like use it in neutral. So this is the level 2 version. Let's try setting them to jump. Yeah, so I can do something there too. And it doesn't. It also makes air confirms pretty good because it does a soft knockdown. And you'll be able to work in hard tags. So, you have to practice that. I'm sure probably recommend how to hit like that. I don't know. So it's definitely pretty strong. Just the level 2 version. And because you get dolphin kicks, more of them, you can like optimize all your hits from that. So you can kind of use it now in neutral. It has pretty good range. But I never really saw a point to people using this much, just because you get a good shield for that same amount of health. So you normally just see people use shields instead. But now I'm hoping people will use that a little more now. Now let's look at level 3. That one's also been improved too. So it's always going to cause a wall bounce. I think in default version, level 3 would just, on the ground, I guess it would just stagger them back. But I think the wall bounce is good because it gives you opportunity to hard tag. You know, like Tron maybe? I don't know. More like Dr. Doom or something. And also, if you didn't notice, it does a hard knockdown. So you can potentially confirm off it, like full screen. So it adds more utility just in general. Again, I usually see when people have a lot of health, they'll just use that. But maybe this gives you some incentives. Same with the M version, obviously. So there's actually, if you guys look at default Marvel, which is really interesting, is that it actually doesn't cause a wall bounce unless you're next to a wall. Like, you'll actually do this, and then they'll just kind of float. So basically, I made the juggle on it always enough. And again, this is like to maybe potentially add hard tags. Because this button was already pretty good for hard tags, but now it's like even better. So, you get the idea.
Level 1.
Okay, let's see what's next on the Nova agenda.
Level 1.
Okay, and so now you can actually properly DHC in the new Nova gravimetric blaster, which wasn't possible before. So just notice his red health doesn't go down. But that's really useful too, because I know a lot of people would actually want to use this with a DHC, like a full screen, and they don't want to burn all the red health. So that should just be a little better. And so, with Marvel Infinite coming soon, I kind of wanted to see what an Air Energy Javelin would work, how it works. So yeah, so Air Energy Javelin is coming to the next patch. Now the input is actually with DP and then S, DPS. The reason why it's on DPS is because if you use attack plus S in the air, then now he can't do unfly cancel combos, where you do the glitch where you input the button and fly at the same time. So that would ruin that. So I didn't want to like take that away. So you're just gonna have to use dragon punches in the air with that, and you can only use it once per air, even if you fly. I just wanted to do that for a simple reason that I didn't really want people to just sit up here and spam them all day. What I was hoping this would be used for would be just to like get away from Morgan or something, you know, throw out shields and stuff. You know, but not to frustrate a lot of the other characters. So, Air Energy Javelin is there. And yeah, I know what you guys were saying. Nova's already pretty good. But when I took an honest look at where all the characters are, he has fallen pretty far. Just by the nature of so many other characters being really good, like Iron Man and Storm. So I don't think it's obviously really, really strong. I mean, I'm not denying that. I wouldn't add it if it was terrible. But yeah, there's so many good characters now that he might be like shelved for someone else. And I definitely want to make every character feel pretty decent. And then, so now his S shield is obviously really good, but I actually increased the recovery by 7 frames. This is because I still don't know how to make it so only one shield can be on the screen at a time. So I think just increasing the recovery is just a better way to go. Because if you think about it, why would you ever use the H shield even when you have full health? So if you have full health, why would you want to use the H shield when it just disappears? So you're just going to be using the S one most of the time, right? So now the incentive to use the H one is the recovery isn't changed, and this one has a little more recovery to it. So you can, if he's really throwing out these F shields, you can potentially punish him a little easier. So just to keep him from doing that. So again, we want to make him good, but we want to make sure that he's not just super frustrating to play against because he has all these new things. And so then, if he does get alpha countered with the shield on, he won't burn red health, so he'll actually use the S shield on his alpha counter for the shield assist. So normally the shield assist, which actually will burn red health if you alpha counter it, is that. So basically, we're trying to make it so that when Nova is tagged in, he's not susceptible to losing all his health. Yeah, because otherwise it's like, why not just hard tag him in, because you're losing that anyways. So now you have the DHC available, which doesn't burn red health. You have the S shield as an alpha counter. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, and so then his gamma assist, which is Energy Javelin. right? He'll throw energy javelin and then he'll taunt. Right? If that is alpha countered, he'll just go directly in energy javelin, no taunt. So I figured out how to customize alpha counters a little better. And then his team hyper combo is Supernova. Energy javelin. Yeah, so basically, you can also tweak the team hyper combo to make it something a little different, just because people use the alpha or the beta assist already, and that's the the main one. Let me just turn off meter.
Level 1. Level 1.
Yeah, so that's like the main fireball super, right? So people are already familiar with how to set that up. So if you do use energy javelin assist, now you get different weapons than you didn't have before. So I actually think that PhD would be pretty damn good with like Doctor Strange. Even though the other one's already really good with them, it might be even better. Probably really good with Frank, stuff like that. So that should do it for Nova. So Tron's next on my list here.
Level 1.
Alright, so the new like Turbots, you no longer have to use attack plus S to call them out. Figured out a little bit how to clean up inputs a little better. So you can just do a clean quarter circle back and you get rid of the Tron bots. You don't have to use attack plus S anymore. So it's a little cleaner. And I also improved some of the frame data on them. So they actually come out a little faster now, because I think they were kind of underperforming a little bit. And we found some tech with this where you can like hard tag. If he has the right character. So, Dr. Strange can like hard tag from this. Also, this might be a really good way to like get like you know, a gunshot off or something. Not really a Tron player.
Level 1.
Not a Tron player. Yeah. See? So there's more. So you guys know King Coban, right? BP super. And you do that. So I added a new super. So first, let me just show you one more buff I gave to King Coban. This attack right there, right when you expand, is an OTG now. The other parts were OTGs, but now I made this an OTG too. So she can use it off more situations now. So now she has a new King Coban actually, and it's Reverse Dragon Punch super. And what this one does is it gives her way faster recovery. But the reason why I split it up into two supers is because just compare the damage. So this one's going to do 320 raw. And this one's going to do 73,000 raw. So a huge difference. But you gain, or you have 100 less frames of recovery. So basically, you can use this super, and then you can like attack behind it or whatever. Also, you can DHC it in, and to save DHC. Now, one of the other cool things is I showed you that hard tag, but you can actually make it even more consistent by doing this. So now she's a really good hard tag character if you want to spend meter for it. That should make her pressure a little better too, a little scarier. And so originally I was going to make this like a 2-bar super with the same damage, but because it would be 2 bars, I wanted to make the bot last longer, but I couldn't actually figure that out. So I just made it a 1-bar super with lower damage. And that seems to be pretty fun to use actually. Maybe even be able to set like unblockables up or something. So definitely a lot of potential there. But I just love the DHC potential you can do with this. It's like an install now. Get in that ass. Because she is a rushdown character, so she should have more rushdown tools. And you can, and of course you can DHC the new King Coban into something, but you may just want to just use the normal one because the damage. Right. So I imagine if you're going to be DHCing out, just use the normal one. But for DHCN, use the weakened one so you get better recovery. So I think that's awesome for Tron. It makes her game a little better. And then one more quality of life change is her level 3 can you can combo from it now. Just longer knockdown time. I'm not sure. I think you may need an assist to convert this. But you can definitely pick up off it, like way cleaner. You can definitely, instead of this just being a one-time thing, you can actually kind of maybe get something from it. Yeah, so Tron's a little better. Alright, now let's go over Dorm. The only thing I did for Dorm is I actually nerfed. So he actually, in the current build, he has the ability to unfly cancel a special, but not anymore. Just because that was one of the older changes I made, and I kind of felt like he didn't need that. It just felt a little too good. And like I said, I don't think he really needed that, to be honest. But what I did with Dorm is, one of my goals for him is that I wanted to make him a better support character, and I think the way to do that would just to be making his assists better, because everything else about him is really good, but his assists are a little lackluster. So here's Dark Hole. So it starts out as the light version, and then it moves itself forward, which I think is a nice compromise, because the reason why in the current build I went from the medium Dark Hole to light is because there was like this, there's basically a gap when you call the assist in between you and the Dark Hole, where an opponent can get in and find that sweet spot. Now it's a little harder for them to find that spot, because it starts out as the light version. And then the fact that it moves itself forward is good for like being able to create pressure. So it's not quite a beam assist, but it's pretty good, I think. I think this is a nice change. Same durability. It also lasts a little longer. I think I made the duration actually a little longer. So from 40 frames to 50. Yeah. I just don't think of like a stationary assist that only goes in one place 100% of the time is that useful. Because like I said, there's gaps. Like they can either rush you down or they can run away, and it doesn't do anything. So with this one, at least, it's a little harder to rush down, and then it pushes itself forward, so you can basically, you know, push your opponent back. And then Wolverine players should still be able to use it too for their extensions. So you can just do it right there, your OTG. Wolverine's OTG. because I know Angelic has been. He was kind of interested why I changed it also, but he has not seen this, so I hope he likes it. And so Dormammu's beta assist, purification. This assist is really scary because now it actually tracks. So the way it works is it tracks just outside of the opponent's range and then it moves itself forward. So if you see I stand right next to the guy, it'll spawn behind Nova and then my Nova, right, player 1, and then it'll move towards the enemy. So, and if they're far away, it does the same thing. So it always spawns in a certain distance away from the enemy, and then it moves itself forward. So why do I give this assist this much power? Because honestly, it's probably one of the worst assists in the game, other than its OTG. So I know that there are characters that kind of like the OTG abilities, like like Thor. But I wanted to make it more useful and neutral. So obviously, you can just run away from this. So if you call it, they can just backdash, and it doesn't really do much. But if they're cornered, like they're all the way in the corner, and you use it, they have to block it eventually. Like you have to, so basically, yeah, you gotta block it. So it's pretty damn good now. And again, this makes it way better also as a get off me assist, because you can't just like left down, because it's gonna move forward. So it's a really good get off me assist. It's a really good space control assist. This might be one of his best assists now, even though that he has meteors. So yeah, Dorm is looking a little scarier. And yeah, so he still has this meteors assist. I was thinking about buffing it, but I actually think it's pretty good. Just because, just for what it offers. It offers like basically total super jump control in your character. And I also don't think it's that difficult to cover. Like, you just throw a button and then it comes out. Now if we alpha counter. Oops. I hit the record button. So if we do an alpha counter, instead of doing the liberation charges, you'll actually just go straight into the liberation release, which is better because obviously when you alpha counter a move that has a lot of animations, they have to complete all those animations. So what this does is it allows you to maybe full screen alpha counter and have better recovery. So it's a custom alpha counter. So overall, I think Dorm is actually really, really good. Like really, really strong. Just being able to charge and then run away without having to fly first is such a huge deal. And the fact that he is probably some of the best space control in the game next to Morgan. I just didn't think having him fly was important. Plus because he doesn't need it since he can already do combos without it. Like super jump confirms. You know, you can definitely let's get a better example here. So you don't actually need unfly cancels to do what you want to do with this character. Just because Dark Ball is actually really, really strong. Just for my Thor homies, because, like I mentioned, I know some characters use that OTG power for Thor. yeah, he's like the only character I know that uses his assist, because Thor and Dorm actually have some pretty good synergy, but Thor likes OTG. So let's just show a basic combo. Just do a relaunch.
Level 3 air combo.
I'm a Thor player. You may have to like alter it a little bit. I don't know if you can do that relaunch specifically, but it still will hit OTG. Again, I don't use this, but I was testing it. Just to show you the knockdown. So it does hit. So you can do your little loop thing. So it still works as an OTG in the corner. Like I said, you may have to adjust some of your more optimal combos that use it at the very end. But overall, Thor's damage in general is better because he can link more buttons together anyways. Like that. So it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it's a problem. Besides, I think the use of in neutral outweighs the use of a faster OTG, supposedly. So let's go over probably Spencer, Shuma, and Viper.
Wonderland. Dare to believe you can survive.
Bionic arm! Activated!
Tell him. So Spencer's gotten a couple things, a few small things, but I'm just having a lot of fun with this new move I gave him. Well, it's not really new, I just altered it. So tell me what you guys think about Wire Grapple Light. It's kind of useless, right? I mean, it's good because it's like his projectile. I mean, I'm talking about the air version, but it also uses a wall bounce. So if someone's super jumping and shit, and you're doing this, it's gonna burn a wall bounce, which sucks. So what I did was, I made it not wall bounce, so it just is a hard knockdown. So basically, you can now use this button to start combos with. Like, so let's say you get a hit, a random ass hit, and you want to get a corner carry that's kind of easy. You can then use your wall bounce at the very end, like that. This is just one way I learned how to confirm it, by doing this down dip, and then like I do that. And then yeah, you can use it again like right there. And yeah, it also puts you in perfect range to do Bionic Bombers. That's about the most amount I can get before it drops. I'll just show you guys real quick. Let's just do this. It looks stupid, but yeah. So it does drop. So imagine if you're doing like this kind of combo. Or whatever, fuck. whatever. And then you do this, you may not even be able to pick up. At least from what I could tell. Like, even if I just do like a basic ass fucking little 80k thing. Didn't even do it right. So it does scale still. I do agree that this loop right here is a little silly, but I don't think players will be going for it. I think you can. I don't even know if that's really out for me. So yeah, I mean, I think that damage is basically where you want to be anyways. And I only used one super, didn't use assists. But I just really love that this move actually doesn't kill your conversions. And you can use it now. See, you can actually, if you get to a certain point, like not, if you're like sort of close to the corner, or in the corner, you can actually zip line it to confirm. So, for instance, like underneath it, you can do that.
Good. Get over here. Get in your face. Yes. Get over here. Get over here. Get in your face. Air combo. Yes.
So yeah, if there's let's see what happens if they super jump.
Good. Get over here. Get in your face. Air combo.
Pretty sure Spencer players can make that work.
Get in your face! Air combo! Cool! Get in your face! Air combo! Get over here!
So you just have to keep in mind too, he does have a special limited number of times you can do it. So for instance, if you want to do this a couple times in the air, you can. Like that. But you can't do any more. But yeah, you do manage to like. So there is a limit to how many you can do. But I just think this is probably one of the coolest confirms. It's just like it's just pretty cool looking. I don't know. And then you can also like. You can do this or whatever too. So I was practicing just doing a simple combo and into that, which I don't think anyone would ever do. So it's kind of nice. And then you can go into an 80k from there, I'm fairly certain. So that's pretty cool.
Get over here! Get in your face! Get in your face! Air combo! Get in your face! Smash on!
So it's just a little like another way you can enter a combo if you wanted to. I just don't think, well, so obviously the M version and the heavy version, they need to call the wall bounce because they're your OTGs. But you never use this in extensions, so it's almost like one of those useless moves. You know. So another thing I was thinking about buffing too, or just at least changing, is this move. But I'm not quite sure how to change it, or what to change it to. Because this is probably the most useless move you'll ever see a Spencer player go for. Like, there's no reason they even have this move exist. So, I'm not quite sure. You know, maybe what I could do is make it like unscale like 120k. So, if players want to do that. That'd be kind of funny.
Get over here in your face! Get over in your face! Get over in your face!
like, can you not even... okay, I would probably increase the recovery on that at the very least to make it better, because you can't actually perform an action until, like, there. So, I'll look into making that move probably a little better, because yeah, it does use a wall bounce, so I would maybe make the unscale a little better. Can't hear me. That's better. Turn down the audio in the game a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah. So ultimately, it's just really fun to do. So that's cool. I just like having fun things. Now I'm still working on this, but his assist right now is causing a crumple. Before it would actually just put you in a hard knockdown, which I thought wasn't bad, but at the same time it wasn't great either. And you'd see people prefer to use the M version because it does a restand, and the restand is really strong because of what it grants you. It grants you resets, it grants you the crumples and the hard tags. But this one, because it crumples automatically, it should really open up that assist in general. Now I'm still uncertain about this, obviously, because it's pretty strong. The fact that it just puts you in a crumple from a projectile like that is really good. But I also think it's really cool. And I was testing out some combos like with Nova, and I think you can still set up Nemo style tags, but instead of using his crumple move, you would do an energy javelin and then hard tag. And I could show you guys that in a second. So let's talk about Shuma. He's getting a lot of changes, mostly good, actually all good, pretty sure. So you know how he has this move, which is kind of useless. Actually, I may actually buff that. I gave it to him in the air, so now he has down version, forward version, and the up version, which I didn't really understand why he didn't have this in the first place, because it's actually kind of cool. Because it's just a different angle you can use to attack, and yeah, you can combo it from regular H2. Yeah, basically as Iron Man. And you can also like combo. You can combo this one into this one into that. So down, forward, H, or sorry, down, forward, and then an up version. It's kind of hard to do, but you can definitely do it. Let's see if I can. Oh wait. Okay, so it's actually up version and the side version. Yeah. So yeah, you can catch someone in the air. And of course it does option select as well, because it's forward H to use the move. And if you're wondering how I got this move, it's actually part of his TAC side animation. See, it's just that basically. Except it's just a normal move now. Oh look, you actually cannot enable this as a TAC. There's probably... Okay, I gotta actually fix that. Yeah, so I'm trying to allow this move to be combo into anything, but apparently you can't do it into any TAC. Yeah, it's not going into TAC right now, so I'll fix that. But yeah, so that's a nice little move for him. So now I also gave him optional inputs, so you can still do charges. Like you can still charge your moves, but now you can do quarter circle moves. Quarter circle back will get you eyeball. Yeah, so it has the same properties and everything. Quarter circle back will get you fireballs. So obviously it makes his combo routes a lot easier. You can just do quarter circle back instead of having to charge. And then if you do Dragon Punch, you get Mystic Ray. So I'm not really a Shuma player, but I think Angelic gave me some ideas for this, and I think we have quarter circle back on eyeballs because, well, so we already have ball, right? I think it's because DP is, well, it would probably make more sense to make this move quarter circle back because it's tied to Mystic Ray Super. But I think the reason for that is that you can actually, when you end your combo, like you know how you do the combo, you can do that in one, you know, 2 easy motions. Yeah, and then you get the eyeballs at the end. Okay, and then let's see who's the best character. Guess Chana's a good character. Actually, no. Let's just go to Magneto. I also want to show you that hard tag thing, but I'll show it to you guys a little later. So let's go to put Viper in there, and let's put Phoenix Wright, and then Magneto. Magneto. All right. So Mystic Smash. You guys know the hitbox of that move is pretty shitty. So I was looking into making that a little better. Right. So obviously a big problem with Shuma's Mystic Smash was that he would get anti-aired a lot. So now the anti-air is it's a little harder for them. So you see it's still working, but right there, it didn't work. Because I made the hitbox a little bigger. But I didn't want to make it like so ridiculously large that it just beats everything, because it is a pretty good overhead. But it'll basically trade not as much as before. Less chances of trade. Obviously it's trading a lot here, but that's kind of the point, was to reduce the trade, but not make it outright free. So I think that's a pretty good compromise. Obviously I could buff it more if I wanted to, but yeah, I don't want to. So, but it just know that it's a lot better. It should be much harder to throw him as well, because you can actually throw him. And I was testing out, and getting a consistent throw option off that now is much harder to do. So let's look at one more thing, a couple more things actually. His level 3, you can actually DHC from it now at a certain point, so you gotta wait a little bit. It's right there. So what that does is it enhances his set play. So obviously it costs a lot of meter. It's gonna cost 4 bars, right? But now, like, let's say you have Doctor Strange or Virgil. You can, at the very end of a match or something, you get 4 bars. You can lead it into a kill now. So I found this to be pretty good with Virgil, obviously. So if you set up some kind of unblockable, that was a cool effect. Yeah, you set up some kind of unblockable, and then because you can't normally get anything off it, now you can at least DHC or something. I may have to change that window because you see this effect on the right side? It'll actually stay until Shuma comes back. So I need to adjust that a couple more frames to ensure that the effect doesn't get jacked up. And then once he hard tags, you'll see the effect will actually disappear. I'm not quite sure why this is. It just must be some way, however Capcom coded it. So you can kind of glitch it out a little bit. See how his little warp animation appears? It's kind of tight, actually. To be honest, I'm not really sure how to fix that. But hey, man, it'll freak you out. That's for sure. Let me just double check. Looks like my FPS is dropping a little bit, so let me just disable some things. Just fucking turn off shit I don't need. Okay. So another thing I did for Shuma is, so you know he has that grab assist move. So I'm actually taking it out in favor of bringing this move back. And you're wondering, well, this move fucking sucks. Why would I use that? So I actually increased the hitbox like considerably. It's trading right there, but it's pretty freaking large. You just gotta know that Magneto's buttons are pretty damn good. Also, it causes a soft knockdown, which actually it already did. So you can get whatever kind of extension you want from it. But more importantly, it's an invincible alpha counter now. So fully invincible, you can combo from it. So while it is a pretty weak assist, it's going to be a lot more worthy to have since he has an invincible alpha counter now. So that makes his support value a lot better. Stream. Yeah, sorry about if it's lagging. YouTube's telling me it's lagging, I don't know. I hate my internet. It sucks. So yeah, Gamma or whatever, Gamma Assist, Mystic Smash is better. Alright, let's go over, I'm gonna go over Viper next. Okay, so one of the first changes I did was I just made hit stun on Seismos just one extra point better. It's not a big difference, but it might help you with your further away confirms. It's not a big deal. And then I actually extended the feint window, so you can actually now feint cancel after the projectile. And the reason why I did that is because you're mostly going to be using Tiger Knees, right, as your main source of, you know, zoning. But I wanted to make this a little easier for newer players by doing S canceling at the very end of it. Now you notice I'm actually doing it kind of fast, and it's definitely not faster than Tiger Knee. So Tiger Knee is like your optimal version. Yeah, so Tiger Knee is going to be your go-to zoning tactic, right? See how fast it is? And then compare it to this. so it's definitely slower. But at the same time, for a newer player, right, who's probably not as good with Viper, can get used to feint canceling with the S button, so they don't have to Tiger Knee. So it's just about making her a little more accessible to play, but at the same time not better, because she's already a really damn good character. And then for her I-beam, optic laser, I actually allow you to feint cancel it as well, but you cannot feint cancel it after the projectile is released, because then that'd be way too cheap. Because you actually can't jump cancel it, you can't really do anything else with this, and I think that's good because it's a really good beam attack. So basically, the idea is if for whatever reason you release it and don't want to use it, you can feint cancel it for whatever reason. So she has a new move that you can feint cancel basically, and I added that little spark effect so that you know you can feint. Otherwise, it just does nothing. And it looks kind of weird, so yeah, because the spark actually does not come from a feint, it comes from the move. And so I did a similar thing. So with the H knuckle, you can actually feint cancel it in the air. Why is that good? Well, it's not that good. Because if you're looking to do overheads, you're going to be doing burn kicks anyways. That's faster. But I figure you can maybe do some like double H-knuckle combos so that you can feint in the air, you know? Or if they're like jumping and you want to anti-air, you can maybe try that. See? So you can basically feint in the air now and use it as an anti-air, which it previously couldn't because you could only feint cancel on the ground. So it just opens up her game a little bit. And then the burn kick feint cancel window was also optimized so that you can do it much later now. You can actually do it one frame. You can do it all the way up till the last frame before the projectile comes out. So just before the burn comes out, you can now feint cancel. And what this does is if you do a delayed version of your cancel, you see how you fly a little further? So the whole point of this was to make Viper balling a little more practical. Because Viper Ball is like you do this stupid motion where you like super jump, cancel, forward, and it's really difficult. So I figured maybe now you can do like a slightly weaker version, or a much weaker version, by delaying it a little bit. So again, it's not about making her better, just making her a little more accessible, because she's really hard to play, which I actually find enjoyable. Like, I don't play her, but when I watch someone play her to a high level, I'm just like really impressed. So I didn't want to dumb her down and make her easier, but at the same time open up her options up a little bit more. And probably the most useless move she has, period, is her level 3. So I actually changed it to be a level 1. And you're probably wondering why. Because it's a much better DHC now as a level 1. Because she actually doesn't have a safe DHC. So that's like her technically her fastest recovering super from a DHC. Because otherwise you have this one, which is super negative. Or you have this one, which has invincibility frames, but it's really bad on whiff or on block. Because they all just go up in the air like that. So this one is good because you can use it behind something like a projectile. Oops, not the right one. You know, and then you can maybe do something from it instead. So now her level 3, it's a level 1 now, and it's actually useful. And the other cool thing about it too is that it's a capture state move. So if we add a DHC flag to it, it means we can get a capture state glitch, which is really, really good for Frank players. I don't even think Viper and Frank had much synergy before, but now you can DHC Frank in, like that or something, and get a level. And it's kind of hard to actually use this, like in a combo. Like you can just do a short combo, and that's not good. One thing I was testing is if you just use an assist to, let's just do a basic air combo. If you use an assist cover, you can link it like that. So you basically, you're going to want to use an assist into burn kick and then DHC or even super. So you can definitely do an entire combo and theoretically with an assist end it into that capture state. And what I was testing with how plus it was on block, like from Spell of Ashani super, it's probably a little negative, but if you space it out, like if strange DHCs from over here, it's like 100% safe. If he DHCs right next to him, then obviously it's not, because she ends like right next to them. And yeah, so she can actually combo off this as well, which I believe she could already, but well, she had the opportunity to, but I don't think she actually could. You should have the opportunity to now, like that or something. I'm sure you guys figure it out. So for instance, if you do DHC her in with that super and it happens to connect, you may actually be able to get a combo off it. And then for her assist, Thunder Knuckle soft knockdown was removed. I just didn't think it was fair for her to have that, especially when Burn Kick already did that. But what I did do is I did improve the hit stun from where it was before. So if you look at the default version, the hit stun is really, really poor. This one you can actually like super jump and combo off of. So I wanted to force players to kind of put effort into their combos or their confirms. You know, not just brain dead assist call and then, you know, just soft knockdown combo. And then if we alpha counter it, we can also thing cancel in the air. Oh man, come on. No. So you can alpha counter in the air now, or alpha counter, and then you can feint cancel in the air, just like on point. So you already could alpha counter on the ground, or sorry, feint cancel. Shuma says, yeah, you could already do that from the ground, which is nice because it was invincible. So that's good. And then if we go to her beta assist, the optic laser, you can also feint cancel the alpha counter too. Let's just do something here. So why would you want to feint cancel it? Oops, God damn it. Because it has better recovery than if you use the laser, like that. Though the laser is pretty damn good. You probably want better recovery to punish something. And she's not invincible on the alpha counter for that, but you do get it a little extra oomph if you choose to alpha counter it. Alright, let's go over Mr. Wright. So this character is pretty controversial in EX. Once he reaches turnabout mode, it's kind of game over for a lot of characters. I mean, you can still fight him, but he's super good in that mode, so I wanted to change some things in how he works. So first of all, his item gathering. You can actually just keep gathering evidence on the same slot without having to throw it. So if you notice, I'm not having to throw anything away. I just keep gathering. So if you ever get a really bad string, a string of really bad evidence, you can just cycle it like that. But you still have the option to throw it if you want. And that's with quarter circle back. So depending on the button you gathered evidence with, you can still use that option if you want to. Though I don't think many people will, because it's just, you get evidence much faster. So, just like that, you got evidence. And so I basically traded that in for less duration on turnabout mode. So instead of it being 2.5 times, right now I'm toying with 1.5 times, but even then, because of how fast you get evidence now, I might just put it default, to be honest. Just because he's so good. Like, his other buffs from 159 is he can shoot these much faster. So yeah, I might actually just change that back, but 1.5 times is, it's not too bad. And not too much longer, and there you go. Got another one. So another thing is order in the court. You can actually use it from any stance, so even investigation mode. So you don't have to change stances. You can actually just do it from any slot now, which is nice because it means you can DHC from any slot too. So you don't even have to be, you can be in whatever mode you want, and you can DHC in order in the court. And speaking of the DHC version, the DHC version actually gives him faster recovery compared to the point version. So it still hits you. You see how you still get hit, but you actually recover faster than the opponent. So you can actually link a Maya from a DHC order in the court. And the reason why I did that is because why would you DHC order in the court if it just leaves you in a knockdown? You would just, the only reason you would do that is the X factor. And so most people are just going to use Maya anyways, because it leads to unblockable and it's safe. But what's nice about this is because you can get a nice legit combo off of it. Maybe even a mode change thing. I don't know. I don't play this character. I'm sure you can do some cool things with it for sure. And it's got a nice raw damage value to it too. But it is unsafe on block as far as I can tell. Just put the block on. I just sent it right there. But yeah. So I did want to make it unsafe if they block it, because it does have that potential to be really good. So it's unsafe on block for sure. And a little fun factoid, you guys may have not have known this, but Phoenix Wright has, on the point version, he has full invincibility until he touches the ground. So right when he touches the ground, he's vulnerable. But that entire point leading up to it, he's totally invincible. So if hidden missiles were to come while he's airborne, they wouldn't hit. They would only hit when he touches the ground. So what I did was, to make him punishable, I made him vulnerable while he's being juggled. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. So you can't like hit him on his way down. Now you can. Now you can for the DHC version, but the DHC version is pretty good. And yeah, I never really saw people wanting Turnabout to be longer either, but if you guys read the notes, I did not make Phoenix Wright. The only thing I did in EX was buff his assists. Tabs made the other stuff, and so now I'm taking what Tabs made and trying to adjust it. And so let's take a look at his assist too. So the Maya shield assist is better. Phoenix Wright leaves the field sooner, so it means you can call another assist while Maya's still out, which is pretty important because there's a lot of other shield assists that already does that, like Nova's. So that makes it a lot more better for neutral use. And set up another alpha counter here. If we go to, actually, this might be a better setup. So now his beta assist, which does the finger point, and it puts you in stun automatically. I'm making that one an alpha counter as well. But it's not perfect because it has a lot of startup. So I didn't want to make it like totally invincible, but it has potential to trade. What's a good scenario for that? Well, let's just set this up. Just set up a little thing right there. And then you can like gather evidence or something, or whatever you want to do at that point. And Shuma's kind of small. Swear to God. I'm getting frame trapped. Yeah, so you see how he was invincible? Yeah, it's much better now. So if he does happen to alpha counter it, I just noticed his face looks weird right there when he's walking back. It's like the Joker. You got a long ass fucking smile there, bro, or facial expression. So yeah, I think that does it for him. I think I'm basically done, except we're gonna talk a little bit of Ghost Rider, who's very, very strong. And let me show you actually this combo real quick. No. Let's just do Ghost Rider, and then I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so Ghost Rider right now is actually really, really strong. I think he's in the top 10, which is crazy to hear, but I really do think he's is a top tier character right now. First thing is his jump H is no longer going to be an overhead. I just think it's kind of important that this move isn't too godly. Like, it really is good, but I don't think, because giving him an instant overhead is kind of silly. Because you see how he can hit crouchers like instantly. So I just think that's a little too silly for sure. So it's just a mid attack now. I mean, it still has such a great hitbox that was buffed, and you can still link it into S. on block, right? So you can set up frame traps. And S is a good move in general. So it's still good. And so now he actually has a loop that I really don't like, that I was actually trying to avoid. It has to do with this move, where you can just keep looping it over and over. Now apparently it's come to my attention that he was able to loop this like 8 times or something, just doing this. So I've tweaked that. So basically you can only do it maybe like 2 to 3 times depending on your combo beforehand, which I think is totally fair. So you're going to want to basically optimize him instead of just doing, you know, the same stupid thing over and over again. You know, I really do not mind a lot of the new combos we've seen. Obviously I created them. But we want to be careful not to just create something that's so stupid looking that people just kind of get bored of it and they're like, well, this is dumb. So basically I toned that down a little bit. I didn't want to make this just like the main thing he does like all the time. And besides that, he still has the 65k. Right? I mean, he still has this. So you should be optimizing for that, which is what I was going for. And yeah, so you can still do the things you want to do, but I didn't want to make it just retarded. So I've adjusted some numbers, which I won't go into too much detail here. And then his scaling was changed a little bit, so I don't know if I have an optimal combo for you guys, but I'm pretty sure you can only do the M thing, the M loop once. So you're going to want to end it into something like that instead. And then use an assist or something to keep it going. So overall, he still has the same amount of utility as before, but just a little more relaxed than it was. Because 1591 Ghost Rider is stupid good, and I think that's fine. I think he should be pretty good, but I don't want him to just be. I don't want him to have like just stupid, you know, stupid shit. So I think I've explained it pretty well enough. So that's pretty much it for him. I'm overall very happy with how he plays as a character. But of course, I'm welcome any kind of feedback you guys think. So let's just show this combo real quick. I'm pretty sure it still works.
Wonderland.
Dare to believe you can survive.
Get ready to brawl. Fight! First attack. Air combo.
Yeah, see? So you can still get a Team Nemo combo with the new assist. It might actually be even easier to do, just in terms of how you have to set up the hard tags. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. I actually kind of like doing this version a little more, just because it's like, you don't see it. It even still works with strange tagging too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that still works. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream, everyone. I'm trying to condense them into shorter sessions, so it's not just a big archive to watch. So I will be going over more characters tomorrow. So thanks for playing EX. 1.6 will be here soon. Soon. Trademark.